This episode is brought to you by the Law Office of Carlos A. Garcia. Serious cases require a serious lawyer. Board certified in criminal law.
There's been some write-ups. There's one that that caught my eye. Mm-hmm. It was on a Bazaar magazine, and it was written by Vanessa Angelica Villarreal. And apparently, she put in the article that she was born here in the Rio Grande Valley, and she moved up to Houston. She says Selena dehistoricized. And Selena, the series, misses the opportunity to dive into the singer's complex identity and her influences from black culture. She goes, the show's creators chose to erase all traces of Selena's specificity. Instead, on screen is a slimmer, lighter-skinned, middle-class coded, quieter version of Selena's former self. Other than the stage costumes, Christian Serratos, who stars as Selena, sports a basic wardrobe, clothing desexualized, makeup lightened, hoops removed. The cast lacks any trace of Rio Grande Valley Pocho Spanglish or its southern drawled English learned from Spanish speakers, an immersive detail the movie made sure to include. And I guess she means like in the movie where he goes bustier, que mis patas or whatever. Remember when?
Yeah.
So they were using some.
Yeah,
because that's professional Valley talk, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we call professional Valley talk. Because the Valley has a very, very, very unique style of speaking. Okay. The Bronzo Matamoros area, a tropical delta by the sea, is depicted as a dry mountainous region. And that was something that I saw people post about. They didn't know there was mountains. They were making memes about it. And Don Shelton, Selena's queer black backup singer, choreography consultant, and dancer from 1989 to 1990 and 94 to 95, remains completely absent from the narrative. Now, I didn't realize, I haven't seen it. I knew Don, great guy. There's an interview that I have with him and Selena on YouTube if you look it up. But I don't know if he was on there or not. I know he was Freddie Correa from the Barrio Boys. They were both backup singers and dancers. And then it goes on to say, further detractions from cultural reality can be seen in Selena's on-screen musical performances. Selena's most iconic performance was in 95 when she performed a disco medley at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo at the Astrodome. Filmed just 1 month before her death, her flawless vocals, purple bell-bottom jumpsuit, which I loved,
it's super pretty,
and command of the stage were all there, but it was also a performance layered with her earliest references, Donna Summer, Gloria Gaynor, and black disco groups, who would go on to shape her unique vocal style. Citing Michael and Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, Jody Watley, Whitney Houston as her primary influences, Selena found black music aspirational, a standard to live up to, and an origin to credit. Selena's life cannot be portrayed without blackness. It is embodied within the context of her margins. In the 1997 film, Jennifer Lopez, who plays Selena, wears a bustier for the first time while singing Carcacha, one of Selena's first cumbia hits at a carnival somewhere in Texas. In reality, Selena's bustier debut happened during an outdoor concert in Houston while covering Janet Jackson's When I Think of You, one of her favorite songs. She would go on to borrow heavily and constantly cite Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation looks for her black belts, hats, tights, and boots costumes on and off the stage. Even though early performances of Michael Jackson's Billie Jean and Jody Watley's I'm Looking for a New Love, I remember that song, got a chilly reception from the crowds, Selena insisted on connecting the cultures and eventually pulled out performing What Have You Done For Me Lately, Ralph Tresvant's Sensitivity, and even Black Box's house classic Everybody, Everybody to receptive crowds. Her dad was also, I think, influenced by black music as well. I mean, they had a doo-wop group, back in that's what it started as, and then they went into Tex-Mex. But black music has always had some sort of influence in the Hispanic music culture. I mean, you got Jay Pettis. Jay Pettis, you hear him sing Me and Mrs. Jones, and then Suavecito, which is a Hispanic Latino type song, but it's got some black influence in it as well. So I honestly think that the black music has had an influence on the entire Hispanic music generation as well.